Hello, YouTube live stream. Hi, I'm on here to share about success. So many people want to be successful in the music industry, and I am on here to share that what the rappers are telling you in hip hop, that's not success. That ain't success. Nope. That is not success. So I'm finna share on here what success is, okay? Here we go. Okay. Money and fame in the hip hop Money and fame in the hip hop music business is not success. Having jewelry, bling bling cars, big mansions, being popular, being a celebrity, that ain't success. That's the world's definition of success. That is not success. So I'm finna share what true prosperity is in the church. And it's not the prosperity gospel. That ain't success. The prosperity gospel, that's not the gospel. No, I'm finna share what the Bible says about true prosperity. What it means to what Jesus Christ said about prosperity, not what the world says. And it's not about materialistic things. Okay, true prosperity. What does the King James Bible say about true prosperity? Because prosperity is not what it's not what people think it is. It has nothing to do with what the world says. Okay, true prosperity. I'm finna share what the Bible says about true prosperity. Okay, because prosperity is not money, cars, and clothes. That's what the rappers tell you, the world's definition. But in the Bible, I looked up several scriptures that talked about true prosperity, what true prosperity is. Okay, and there is no such thing as no prosperity gospel. That ain't the gospel. What does the King James Bible say about prosperity? So we finna go to the King James Bible, and we finna go about true. What does prosperity mean? Okay, I'm looking it up right now. Say prosperity. The King James Bible talks about prosperity. Okay, and it says in Second John 3. I'm in Second John 3. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. True prosperity is prospering in your soul and in your health. This is what it says in the Bible about prosperity. By prospering in your soul. It's several scriptures in the Bible that talk about prospering in your soul and in your health. Okay. All right. That's what true prosperity is. Second John 3. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou may prosper and be in health, even as their soul prosper. So true prosperity is prospering in your soul and in your health. That's what true prosperity is from the Bible. Okay. So what the rappers are telling you, that's not success. Having a bunch of money, cars, women, fame, being a celebrity, that's fake prosperity right there. So true prosperity is prospering and in your health. Okay. Having money and fame in the hip hop music business is not success. That's the world's definition. That's not what Jesus Christ says. And it says Joseph was successful because the Lord was with him. Right here. Joseph was successful. And it says in Genesis 39, the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a successful man. He was in the house of his master, Egyptian, and his master saw that the Lord was with him, and the Lord made all that he did prosper. And Joseph was a slave. Joseph had been sold out by his brothers into Potiphar's house. Okay. So Joseph was successful because the Lord was with him, not because of what he had. He didn't have nothing. Okay. So True prosperity is prospering in your soul and in your health. It's not what the world say about prosperity. Having a bunch of cars, clothes, women, big jewelry, that's not that's fake prosperity. What the rappers what the rappers are telling you, that's not prosperity. Having money stacked to the ceiling, that is not prosperity. That's fake. Money and fame in the hip hop music business is not success. That is not success. That's what the rappers tell you. If you have a big bling bling, the jewelry, the cars, big mansion, if you're a celebrity, the rappers tell you that's success. That's not success. Nope. I'm going by what God says success is. Okay. Right here, when John is talking to his friend, the elder, to my dear friend Gaius, whom I love in the truth. Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health, that all may go well with you, even as your soul prosper. It gives me great joy when some believer come and testify about your faith to the truth, telling me that you continue to walk in it. I enjoyed it to hear that my children are walking in the truth. So true prosperity from the Bible is prospering in your soul and in your health. That's what true prosperity is. That you prosper in your health and in your soul. But what the rappers are telling you, what the rappers in hip hop are telling you is not true. Having a big mansion, having millions of dollars stacked up to the ceiling, that's not success. The rappers are lying. The rappers in hip hop are lying. They lie so much they believe their own lie. The rappers are lying to you, and people are buying into these rappers' lies. That's not success. Having a big bling bling around your neck, having 20 carats in your teeth, having money stacked up to the ceiling, that ain't success. That's fake success. So, real true success, right here in the Bible, is prospering in your soul prosperity, that you prosper in your health. That's what true prosperity is. And it's not, and it ain't the pastor trying to get nobody's money. Nope. Incorrect. That's incorrect. Nope. Nope. That's incorrect. But true prosperity is prospering in your soul and in your health. Some of the church don't want to talk about this right here because so many people out there are doing fake stuff, but everybody's not like that. That you prosper in your soul, in your health. That's what true prosperity is from the Bible. Prosperity is not about money, cars, clothes, women, and jewelry. That ain't prosperity. That's the world's definition of it. But God's definition of prosperity and success is prospering in your soul. That's what true prosperity is, according to the King James Bible. Okay? So money and fame, music business is not success. That ain't success. Nope, that's fake. So I pray you get it. I didn't mean to say it so many times, but I pray that you get it. Bye-bye.